Next, we're going to take a look at graphing exponential functions. So notice in this function that x is the exponent, so it makes that graph quite a bit different than the other graphs we've seen so far. So first of all, we're going to talk about the domain. We've looked at simplifying exponentials. Some of them had positive exponents, some of them had negative exponents, and you can also have 0 as an exponent. So the domain for our exponential functions is all real numbers. The range is not. So think about how we simplified those exponential functions when they had a negative exponent. So for example, 2 to the negative 1 power, just do a quick example over here, means put it to the denominator and it becomes 1 over 2 and the exponent becomes positive and that base will never be negative. So the range is y. Let's see if I can write. Y is greater than 0. You can also never actually get a 0 out of an exponential function either. The higher the negative exponent, the smaller the number in the denominator, but the numerator will always be 1, so we'll never get 0 for an answer. X-intercepts, therefore, since the y value can never be 0, there are none. Y-intercept, if we put 0 in for x, 2 to the 0 power is 1, so our y-intercept is 1, 0. And there's an asymptote on this one because y is greater than 0 and because those big negative exponents make really small numbers. So think about 1 over 2 to the 10th or 1 over 2 to the 100th. It would be a really small number, so our asymptote is y equals 0. So we're going to put this information on the graph. You can also chart a quick t-table if that's helpful for you as well. So we're going to put -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2 into our function. So remember, these are the exponents and 2 is the base. 2 to the -2 power is, let me find some room here to write. 2 to the -2 power means 1 over 2 squared, which is 1 over 4. I apologize. I really believe I am writing. It's just not showing up. 2 to the -1 power is 1 over 2 to the first power, or 1/2. We looked at 2 to the 0 power is 1, 2 to the first power is 2, and 2 to the second power is 4. So we'll plot these values on our graph. And remember, we have our y-axis, our x-axis, y equals 0, as our asymptote. So when we plot these points, we get 0, 1. Sorry, I'm really having a hard time with the graphing. So 2 to the first was 2. When you see the graph, hopefully it will make some sense to you where these points may not, and you know how to plot points. And we're getting closer to the x-axis. So it will look something along these lines. Exponential functions increase really rapidly. Think about 2 cubed is 8, 2 to the 4th is 16. So every 1 unit over, your value doubles from the previous one.